Oh, I sing it. Oh, you caught me singing. Ooh, I leave that for the bathroom. She can do the singing publicly, not me. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and happy festival. So, are you feeling the festival spirit?
I've been feeling this festival spirit since it ended last year. So, I don't know who waited for what, but a celebration is always in me. And when it comes to emancipation celebration, oh, listen, year after year, the more that we can live in that freedom, listen. My chains are broken.
I'm giving them a space. I'm giving them a space. But I love that, and I love the energy. And welcome. We are at the Romney Tortola Pier Park, where there is something for everyone. And of course, we continue our weekly episodes. This is Retail Therapy.
Yes.
And you know, we have done quite a bit. We've done In Your Kitchen, we've done Retail Therapy. You've already been introduced to a number of our tenants and their levels of products and services. And we are profoundly ecstatic because we are still in the bridal month.
Oh, yes.
I think this is the last Thursday
yes.
that we are in the bridal month. And so we get to end out with Mi Amor. And so Mi Amor, that is a place where
she said
your celebration becomes their inspiration.
We're going to put the personification to it. Your celebration is our
inspiration.
Yeah.
All right? So we're going to take you in. For those of you, you will see some familiar spaces in here. And you can buy something. Buy things.
I'm shocked. Amor jewels.
Good afternoon, my people. Lovely to see you, Zoe. Always. Mwah. Have you recovered from the Queen show? My queen.
There was no need for me to be recovered.
No.
I was basking in every moment
It's
of it.
festival.
Yes.
It is festival.
Yes.
We don't sleep during festival.
That's for sure, Betty. That's why we have to have you looking your best at Mi Amor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, you know, we got to bring the queen out and everybody.
And as we talk about festivals, and as you have seen, there have been quite an ado regarding the Olympics. So I'm happy to say that right now we are going for the gold. And
all right.
This is where we'll start things off.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I mean, I just love it that recently Gucci had a launch, and it was a movie star in front of it, and she had on a huge Gucci necklace. That really, really big necklace right behind the Gucci sign. So I'm like, have they been to Tortola? Now who's copyrighting who here?
You might need to check her out. Probably she's actually some Tortola roots.
Yeah, people say you can actually tell when you've been to the BVI or when people are from the BVI when you go to America because they're actually wearing the Gucci.
Right.
But you can look really fabulous in different ways of stacking it. And I think that's what's lovely today is a lot of the dads who want to buy their daughters, the dads are like, I'm not so sure I like the affiliations that sometimes carry.
Right.
And so I said, well, now we have heart shape.
Yes.
Gucci.
I thought it was feminized. I love that.
And it's synonymous with Mi Amor. I mean, we are the heart and soul of it all. So I think that kind of works for us. And for them, group is right.
You realize I got that right now?
I think that's a Zoe thing, isn't it? Yes, it is. So as you can see, you know, there's something. Now this is the traditional, but you can graduate it, and that gives it a fashion-forward look for a woman. And then you can have your little heart-shaped ones, and then this one kind of graduates all the way down from small to a little bit bigger, and then this one is all the same all the way around. Yes. So it's amazing how much fun it is even to sell it. I'm a little bit relieved that it has evolved. I was getting a little bored. 39 years of selling Gucci. I thought, oh dear, this is lovely. Finally, I have a choice of something else.
And so these Gucci will be on sale on Friday as
They
well?
will all be on sale.
Festival
15% off. Yes, it is.
Okay.
And that goes for whether it's the earrings to match, whether it's guys for their earrings, whether it's girls for theirs, or both. I always say gold is so very unigender, uni-style, and something for everyone. So there's lots of things, and even down to dare I say the word on live in me Amor, but there's Louis Vuitton inspired, Yves Saint Laurent inspired, Christian Dior inspired. Okay. We are inspired. Yes, we are. And we are very happy. I absolutely love the Highline brands. I think I'm very much a fan to advocate the artists who created the original designs. But none of these are actually done by the original artists. These are all just their names and symbolize symbols. They're not, none of them are copies of anything they do. So that's
gone off to get a hug.
Are you getting hugs from my customers? I do charge for that. I do. So we have the rings and everything really in gold on the back end, as you may or may be able to capture. I mean, we can bring it down. There is stacks and stacks of it. Oh, wow. And it's also in tricolor gold too.
Listen, I am somebody, you know me, Kathy, by now, you guys know me. I need something that I don't need to keep changing my ways. And so I'm somebody that would go for like the tri.
Yes, that's very European, the tricolor gold. And people from Guyana and Santo Domingo, they love tricolor gold.
I am multicultural.
You're multicultural. And we aim to please. Yes, and of course, it wouldn't be fair not to leave out our classic Byzantine link. Okay. Now, this is a little overkill having the two of these showcasing together, but I guess go big or go home.
All right, you got it right.
Yeah. We're not afraid here in the BVI.
No.
We buy what we like, and I love that confidence.
Yep.
We set our own fashion standards.
Do you, because something like this might be a little weighty, maybe, in the heart of festival, I'm purchasing costumes, but I still want to shop the look. Do you offer layaways? Do you offer, great. So that's something that you also
Even with the 15% off, I will allow 30 days with the 15.
But you with that discount.
Yes, with the discount.
Which isn't something that's usually not done.
No, usually it's a sale, but these are excruciatingly tight times, and I'm very sensitive to that. I can't control gold, and some people say, how much is gold a gram? And I always say to them, you see, if you look online, gold is sold by the ounce, right? 2,500 an ounce, although they anticipate by October it's going to be 3,000. So I've pre-purchased heavy early, because I know when it comes to the Christmas, if I start leaving it that late,
the price isn't going to go.
Well, they just won't be appealing.
Right.
And I don't want it intruding on people's lifestyles. There are other commitments. I'm very sensitive to that because I'm mostly local. But I also want to be competitive. But I do say to people, you can't really look at what gold is announced. You have to look at, can you wear a lump of gold? No. Well, maybe you could put something together. But you want to refine it, you want to cut it, you want to design it into a style, and then you have to manufacture it.
Yep.
That has value, and that certainly has cost. So I ask people, keep that in mind and understand that it's got to be brought into the price somehow.
It does. Sounds like a plan.
Yes.
One thing that I've noticed here, these are Gucci designs there.
They are. These are Cartier inspired bangles as well, and we do the Gucci as in it originally was called the Mariner Link actually. This is like a flat version of it, and you can, it's a nice way of stacking.
You're going to put it on, try it on.
Now you can do different sizes, different styles.
I think that looks so good on your hand.
Well, it's discreet, Kathy, so you could always wear a watch with it, you could wear something else with it.
This is beautiful.
And it's available for us in all sizes, and we can adjust. Sometimes if we need to add a little more, I have great jewelers. We really have talented jewelers in the BVI, not just my own, but I give credit to all because they all serve different purposes, and I support all of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do, and I sometimes say, I'm going to get this made. I might go to Nyash or Island Jewelers, and I'll say, guys, can you whip me up like an extra link? I just want you to add it in for me because I'm busy doing something with stones.
Right.
So on a given day, in a given time frame, I'm going to have to go and support.
No.
You have to do that.
Oh, well,
the collaboration works.
Yeah, it does.
You can give it back, Kathy. I saw your hand was getting very...
the last time
my hand was very comfortable.
It was, Kathy. Yeah, and I haven't even looked at Gucci shades. I know that's your thing.
Yes.
Wow.
I know all of her weaknesses.
She knows.
Well, since we're talking about inspired pieces. This is an area that Stefan, I feel, has sort of made the mark ahead of LeBron. And so I want to look at the Van inspired. Yes. So I just want to say, my boy Stefan did it first. I just want to put it out there, okay? LeBron was following Stefan.
I was so, my son-in-laws, two of them, as a boyfriend of my daughter, my son-in-law, my daughter's husband, are both wearing the Van Cleef inspired bracelets. And they're pretty big guys, you know, they love it with the watch. They say it's a great look, and they're finally glad that you can wear something colorful and feel
still
good.
feel manly.
Feel masculine, yeah.
So I started on the first display, this little selection.
Stop it.
It's like a little pink cake, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tiered with goodies.
This is opulence. I don't think pink cake, I think opulence. I think rich. I feel like I own a mega yacht someplace.
Correct. I love where you're going. So we forget the cake, go for the yacht. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Kathy.
No.
Kathy.
Correct. And actually the latest right now in shades and eyewear is, as you can see, and I'm wearing mine, I got these in Europe when I went back a few months ago, is the light pink frames.
I don't think Kathy realizes how good this is.
No, she has a great shade face.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. You see that? I don't know, Kathy. Those will be sold today if you go with them. So we have all kinds of options. Now, you can get the Van Cleef and Arpels inspired in many different colors. You can get it with 10 karat gold and 14 karat gold. And it looks pretty identical, but the price difference can be as much as 30% less for 10 karat than for 14.
Okay.
And
good to know.
we will do 15% off this as well for Festival Fridays.
Awesome.
Yes, because it is the look you can wear going out with a costume, going out to music festival nights and different
events.
You know, this is such a universal, you're right. Like you casual, elevated
Correct.
casual,
Correct.
evening wear.
Yeah.
It works. More
Yeah.
Kathy, I see.
Yeah. And metallics are huge.
Yeah.
Huge right now. I mean, it's
But that's what lends to the
Fabulous.
opulence.
It
It's
does.
not flat. And so,
Yeah.
you know, it's something that's not overstated and the gold still works with it, not
Yes.
making it feel
Yes.
over embellished.
right.
And I like how you paired everything together. So come and
Options.
shop
Yeah.
the look.
Shop and get
Shop
discount
the
too.
look.
Get
15% off.
Yes, and to give people a feel
Festival Friday.
like these pieces here run 1,400 to 2,000, and already I can read the comments like, I think we loaded down with money. No, I actually have single pendants because I'm very aware. See, you can also take what you already own, put your own chain on it, and stack.
Okay.
$195. This will go for like $150. And you can wear it with or without. You can wear it on its own and stack a couple of colors. You can wear it with your own gold. You can do your little Gucci and your Van Cleef and wear it together.
Nice.
So you're still feeling very much in the fashions without it costing you and interfering with your festival spending.
Now, I loved, like you said, it's so universal.
It is.
And you've used a lot of unique terms.
Yes.
And so as we were looking at the mail, I can see in terms of stacking and how those colors would work so well together.
Great.
And I love, you know, we started on Stefan. I prefer to reference Stefan than LeBron. Because no, he was the first person that I really saw owning it. And I felt like it was really masculinized
Yes.
and really looked very successful when he wore it. And so it,
Stefan is behind the camera for you, for your information. Wondering who Stefan is behind the camera, so you'll not see him for now, maybe
Yes.
later.
Yeah.
and so when I came into the store earlier today, one of the things that stood out for me was the Ingersoll. And it looked so high tech. It looked so formidable. I don't know if that's the word, but
It is.
I felt like it was a skyscraper.
Right.
I
Right.
felt it was a skyscrapers of watches. And so as we are talking about that, and I like.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
So look at the setup. Like you were ready for us.
I put a little selection with Yvonne. She's great. She's my merchandiser. And I said, Yvonne, just let me see what guys could wear also for a festival. So you can have matching King and Queens from your own very collection. So this one is actually one of the newest ones. Ingersoll, just to let people know, it was out since 1892. And it was a couple of brothers who came over from Czechoslovakia to America, and they designed the first pocket watch, which back then was $1.25, which was a working man's annual salary. Now when you think about that, you would think, were they crazy? Who's ever going to buy that? It sold out. And it basically laid the foundation of the future years of huge success to Ingersoll as a brand. Given the economic downturns and the strains, and trying to maintain the look at an affordable price, because they've stayed in the, I would say, middle working range, which I am a big girl for that, because everybody deserves to own and wear something fabulous with high quality that fits within their lifestyle.
Looks like you broke the bank, but you just needed a pop.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
And it's something you can feel good and not in financial trouble over.
Yes.
You know, and I just think I have sold all the big brands. I have great accolades. I would give them all the accolades in the world. But there's a lot of marketing dollars spent to keep the brand at that type of bragging value. So these don't have marketing bragging value, because you don't really see Ingersoll advertised a huge lot all over the place. They put their money into the watch.
Wow.
So,
but it looks so intricate, because it's almost like you can see all the back layers.
You can.
Like you've seen every dimension. This is it's not 3D, it's not 4D. It almost looks like 5D.
Yes. Multi-dimensional.
and when you can see the face, they refer to this as skeleton. Like when you look into the bones of the watch itself, the movement itself. And it has jeweled movements. I'm sure at this stage of going around the Pier Park, you probably are connoisseurs of watches and everything. You've heard so much, and that's great.
Yes,
because
but this
it's been a
one-
great one. Yeah, and so this one here has the rubies, has the sapphires. It is a gold finish over the stainless steel. And the back, of course, you'll see the movement and the sapphire and the ruby and the emerald screws in there. It's water resistant to 100 meters. The straps are easily attainable. A gentleman came in one day and he said, Eileen, I love these watches, but I want a gold head and a rubber band, because I like to wear gold and black, and I want to be able to wear it out on the boat because I'm a boat captain. So I went back to Ingersoll and said, do you have one of these? And they said, we're actually making one. So I bought 3. I'm left with 1. So that's fine. And again, it shows your chronograph face. It's a little bit, it has a squared shoulders. And some of them are, as you'll know, Breguet, Audemars Piguet inspired again. Of course, the best are always inspiring to the rest of us. And this comes in there, but it has its unique own look that you would never find. This like pen case, as you said, 3D, and leather strap. The buckle, of course, enhancing with the name on the buckle. The finish is beautiful. I've been selling Ingersoll back since 2012.
Okay.
I sold it for about 4 years before the hurricane. Then I had the hardest time trying to find the agent for it. They kept changing hands at the show.
Wow.
Every couple of years I'd be like, where do I get you? I went through everywhere, New York, everywhere, and finally I found them. Awesome. So I'm delighted to bring them back to everybody. And of course, bearing is always a great idea. They're doing solar now, not just battery. Very sleek, very simple, nice mesh bracelet, thin on the hand for the guy who just feels that's a little overwhelming. This gives you a choice. This is $450, this automatic watch.
This
Ingersoll
is $450.
Yes, girls. Very, very, very affordable. And in some cases, $440. This is the rose gold with the chocolate leather strap.
I know some young ladies that will come and purchase this,
Yes,
and
yes.
probably add like a 3 in front of the 4, and just make it like it's $3,440, because it looks
price.
Yes. In fact, it's one of the arguments I kind of had with the company. I was telling him, I said, I almost think you're a little too affordable. I don't have enough meat to bite into to sell this, because I'm telling all these characteristics, and I feel there should be a 1 in front of that number. And I think I could probably sell it quicker. And they're like, no,
If it's too good to
we
believe.
are happy with our genre and we maintain that.
Nice.
I'm like, well, wonderful.
I was
So I'm
just
enjoying selling
thinking
it.
this was more expensive.
Yeah,
But
well, yeah.
It has a class.
Yes, for those who sort of like the Cartier tank française,
Yes.
this gives you a nice sort of, but it has
Classic
its own
look.
look.
It's classic,
very
but it's still
classic.
beefy.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I don't sell it as a lookalike at all. It has its own look. But you'll
Yes.
find people who have favorites in the brand game.
Yes.
They like to see shapes.
Yes. It's
And
like your rings.
it
There's
does.
certain people who
It
have
is.
preferences.
Totally. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome, my customers. And of course, if you're going to buy black onyx for men, you've got to give him the classic #1 bestseller in the Gucci for Men shades, polarized with the green tint or the brown tint, you choose. These are great because they're lightweight. You see, metal over the face, especially in 108 degrees and 103 degrees index heat, can actually burn your face if you're wearing them every day. So, you know, these are very nice little ideas to show guys that you can keep your eyes safe from the sun rays and still
from scarring as well.
be light and comfortable. Very important. Of course, if you're the trendy male or female, the blue is very cool. They're kind of move out of their zone here with this one, and people are loving it.
I honestly, you know, I love it because that's the new black.
It is.
That looked like it's a piece that, you know, if you're wearing jeans, it doesn't matter what you're
Yes,
wearing,
yes.
it would still feel like it's an elevated element to that
It
look.
does. Yes.
It looks like
does.
a little stature. It
You
looks
realize
high in
this is,
stature for
you
me.
realize this is the first one I picked up when I walked over here,
I
right?
know.
We have the light blue over there, and of course, all to the back here, there's Gucci, and
wow.
all over here, there's Moe Gem.
That green.
Which is
I
very good.
listen.
Yeah. There's
The
more
green
coming
for
in.
me.
Yes, is it? That does it for you.
And you know what? Because, I mean, it wouldn't work for my face. My face is too big. But the one on the right-hand side, Amor, yes. Like, it couldn't work for my face.
They
but
just
I
don't make this one anymore.
I just love
That's a limited edition catwalk Gucci
how
frame.
Put
authentic.
it on your
Like,
face, let me see
no,
what
it's not going to work for
It's
me.
not going to work for you.
It's not
It's
gonna
a
work.
very unique style for a different kind of look. I don't know. You have a white
I dare
cheekbone,
to.
Zoe. So I probably, if I was styling you,
Oh my gosh, Kathy
Yeah.
has a face for any shade.
Caddy has the attitude.
She has a face for
Not that Zoe don't have a whole lot of attitude.
no,
Like, don't
no.
get me started. Don't get me started. Zoe, but you know, you could probably, you know, you
That's-
you could
That-
do any
that
style.
green.
I can
Yeah,
She's gonna hold
yeah.
on to
I
that
can
green.
see, I can see. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, yeah, you know, you have to, yeah, you're wearing it, it's not wearing you. Very important to
I am
style.
l'avant-garde. Yes.
Like this.
All right. And you know, I have some green thigh highs coming in. Let me
High
try.
boots or
We don't dress for the heat, you know. We dress to bring the heat.
But actually, that one, the one just above the green, is also a very classy looking one.
This one.
Yes.
Yes. I like the.
Yeah, the shape
I'm
of
not
it.
even sure.
yes.
Would they call it a trapezoid? If my grandson was here, he could tell me. I can't do shapes.
What is?
Kathy, that would have worked for you. And
She has the cutest
this-
little nose,
yeah.
you know. Everything stays sitting on her nose. Nothing. It's just perfect. Yeah.
I love that on her.
Yeah. That's very glamorous, actually.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
that's very
Now,
glamorous.
even though this is something that, you know, possibly I have coming in the near future, I want to go and see what the rings are looking like. And we've heard so much now about lab diamonds. Yes.
Should we, Zoe? Should I buy my bridesmaid dress now? Really? Is there something you want to share with the public?
I'm forever looking. I'm forever looking.
We are always motivated. You know, when we come into the bridal side, I think it's the one time that brides really. Sometimes I've got girlfriends who come in, like those two look like, and they'll shop at lunchtime, and they tell me, I haven't found him yet, but I'm looking for my ring nonetheless.
Yes.
And I just love that, because I think like you should. Now, where did I put the next little selection?
Yes.
Right. I'm going to spread this out a little bit, because it's slight overkill here with stones. Right.
Unfortunately, my style is very,
Yeah,
like I
crunchy.
gravitate towards
Towards the chunky,
chunks.
wider,
Yes.
bolder look. Right. I thought today, given that the summer is the time of young people or any people get engaged. As it so happens, mostly I've been getting the 30 to 50-year-olds getting engaged, which is very good. Yeah, the Caribbean lady and gentlemen, they always, around June, July, that's when they'll decide we're going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been together for years, yes, and if I don't want her to stop cooking for me, I will going to have to put a ring on her finger.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah, so I say grace. And of course we do promise rings as well, so that's usually another thought too. So, lately we're having the Gen Zs in, and I was telling Zoe earlier not to confuse yourself with the Jay-Z.
And Gen Zs.
Of course, yeah, because some of us don't get out much. And I was like, what the heck is Gen Z? So I started reading up on a Generation Z, which is like in their 20s now. Today's young people are very concerned with the planet. They're very concerned with eco-related factors. And I am too, because I look at my children and my grandchildren, and I feel it behooves me to try everything I can to be part of that eco-minded system and sensitive to our youth and the future of our world. Getting off that platform and back to Sparkle, my thought was, let's do the lab-created diamonds.
Right.
And they're referred to as CVD diamonds, which means chemical vaporized disposition, which is a very convoluted chemical process of breaking down ions under intense heat and pressure and creating, by humans, lab-created diamonds. That's really it in a very small
And it's a growing trend, right? We're seeing this more and more.
It's huge.
And so I like to ask some of the same, different people the same question because I want to see the response is still the same. Would you say that a lab diamond, the value of a lab diamond, will that depreciate over a period of time? What's the thought process?
There's mixed reviews in that. In fact, if you Google and read, I can't tell you what is, because our clients will go straight on to see the facts. Because there had been a huge push on it in the lab, they're saying that perhaps what was the lab diamond of maybe the last 4 years may not hold its value insofar as the technique has improved so much. In previous times, the lab-created diamond had tend to have a brownish tint on it because they couldn't quite stop the electrodes from vacuuming out. It's a long process, and they're becoming more and more clever at it.
Right.
So now what they're finding is they've improved the technique so much that based on the approach by De Beers, who have now validated it, you can get a certificate of authenticity from GIA Labs of America, which is huge. You can't encourage these gemologists to give you one because you're going to pay for it. They decide if it is a gem value.
Right.
It is 100% authentic. It is 100% the same as a natural mined diamond.
Okay.
Back to your question. In the long run, as what has been in the long past, diamonds have always maintained their value and continue to maintain their value. We don't have as much history on the lab diamond to say what it will do for sure in the future.
Okay.
That is not to be coy, but that is just to say we don't know how much of their value they will hold. Does today youth care? No. They don't actually care about that. They do care about their planet. They do care about the sparkle. And they do care that when they put the ring on, they can genuinely look you in the eye and say, here is my diamond ring. Because it is.
Okay.
And it wears exactly the same as a diamond. It's the same on the scale of 1 to 10. It's a 10.
Okay.
You can do little things that maybe fuse the two together, which I've been doing. I've been putting natural diamonds on the side and the lab diamond in the front.
Okay.
I would
So it's a marriage of convenience.
It's a marriage of both worlds. Yes, exactly. And however, you have to look at the fact that the lab-created diamond is 30 and in some cases 50% less expensive than an identical characteristic diamond taken from the earth. That's something to consider when you're financially looking at investing in a diamond for your
safety issues.
Yes.
Yeah. Mining concerns.
Yes. I mean, this piece here is $3,800.
Right.
Look at this ring. If I told you that this was 15,500, would you not believe me?
Yes.
It would be.
Right.
Plus, if it was taken from the mine. How much of that is the value of the diamond? How much of it is the process of obtaining it from the ground? The whole expensive mining.
It's like Wilkes right now.
And the only other piece of mind, which again the Gen Z or others, certainly the American clients, are very much about knowing the location and knowing that there's no blood related to the diamond.
Because there's been quite a bit of awareness in terms of some of the negative PR surrounding that. And so for persons outside of the eco, it's that I am not contributing
towards that. Yeah.
I mean, I know when I go to the show, to even attend any of these buying shows, you have they will actually validate who you are, trade license. My goodness, you need to give a blood sample nowadays to get in. It's that intense. They do their due diligence. And they do the same on the suppliers. They research all the sources of where their stones came from. So at least I have some comfort in knowing I'm buying diamonds that are not related to anything political that would abuse humanity, which is important to me. This is a great idea. Now we go back to, just to finish one last thing. This is a gemological grown from the earth diamond. This is a lab created diamond. Diamond to diamond. Here you go. Now, this one on this side would be really more considered like a top of the line color, almost internally flawless, because we can take all the flaws out when we manufacture. Mother Nature, she doesn't get to do that.
Right.
Yeah. You get to take whatever she
creates. More perfection.
More perfection, yeah. And therefore you will get a little bit more sparkle too. If the
I noticed. I noticed.
I'm doing this for her.
And
no. She's going to amputate the finger to take it off.
And so you can...
I'm being punished because I had at least 5 pistachio shakes this week alone.
Oh, are we depressed? You want to talk to me about
No,
that?
I'm actually... Yeah, maybe. We'll just leave it at that. Maybe we'll just leave it at that.
Come and see me afterwards. So you can also do things like this too. So remember you said you'd like a bigger ring. So for the woman who can carry that bigger ring, you can also use the natural diamonds, which is in a jacket format. And you can drop your laboratory created perfect diamond in natural 14 karat gold into the middle. And you can create a beautiful...
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. You can have the best of all worlds. And we would, of course, fit it down perfectly. And we would size it for you. And you can have that look as well.
And you know what I love about you? I mean, you're hearing so much depth explanation. I think for persons that are also interested in trying to figure out how do I pop the question. These are conversations as well that you can have with persons here at Amor that can help you to curate that experience that really highlights the magnificence of the moment.
Lovely said. Do you need a job? So, I would like you to work for me.
No, so I want to say for all them tired men out there, listen, that bed meeting by itself don't work. Get help.
Get help.
Get help.
And so many people know what they want inside, but they can't articulate it. But from a simple conversation with them, you say, you know what? I feel you. Here are these varieties, and you know, help them make that choice.
I have said to them, I need my gay friend to propose to me as a stand-in, because I find, the man's man isn't as, and I want the bells, the whistles. I want that by the time you market to me, like I can't even tell you no. I feel indebted to you because I saw you put the work in. So the ring should speak for it.
Your heart?
The ring should speak for it. No, but I'm speaking for a lot of women though. Like we want that. We want the whole shebang. Yeah, so the ring should speak for it. Like how much month salary are you putting aside for this ring? We want it now. Make it make sense. And of course the packaging. Yes. We want to not to be able to say no.
Yes. And a lot of men, you see you get a working man, hardworking man, he wants to build houses and do other things, and he can't afford to sink half his salary maybe into a diamond ring, or it's not where his priorities are, but he still loves her and he wants to give her the best that is good for them. But they like to match. So this kind of takes care of that. You have the men's wedding band matching the ladies' wedding band and her engagement ring.
Very nice.
3 at 60% off festival time.
wow.
Wow.
So this is the
That
time
might
to
be a
buy.
time. And you can do layaway as well.
Okay.
You can do up to 2 months layaway on
Oh.
this. So,
Wow.
At 60%, not at 60% off. Okay.
so yeah, see? So this is quite a,
So you've made it kind of
Glamorous.
easier.
yeah,
You've made it easier. You've made it affordable
yes.
and so accessible because you have the matching sets.
And I do, my phone number is also my, you can go on Messenger, Instagram. I have my WhatsApp number, which is my phone number. And I do a lot of behind the scene pictures. I send things, I talk to people, do a little video, give them a few little advice. So before they come in, some of the work is already done.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So we're heading on. There's
Yes.
another aspect to the Amor building. So
Yes, I am aware.
But that.
A different dimension.
There is.
Yes, it's the hashtag.
Hashtag.
Yeah, you got to do your fingers like that.
Yeah,
The
hashtag.
right?
Yes.
And so we're going to be taking you upstairs. And as we're taking the stairs, we're going to sort of saunter up because, in this space, you feel luxurious.
You feel luxurious.
People, you actually want to look up before you go up because the chandeliers. Yeah, there you go. So it's very drama, but it's you, and it fits you. The queen, yes, ascending. Yeah. See, for a carnival, festival. Oh, yeah, that word news. Oh, wow, European people. For festival, we decided that we were going to go with a lot of items that are wanted, desired, and used for the party. And I am not the party girl. Anya is the party girl.
Listen,
I laugh.
she needs to take that back, cause
Don't talk
cause-
don't talk all of Ivy. Don't talk all of Ivy. Please don't talk all of Ivy. And so we are in hashtag. And so look at that. You get to be a whole different person downstairs, and upstairs has its own beat.
Correct.
And I see you have your rise and shine masks.
Oh, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Step into whoever you want to be with our Rise and Shine masks. And not only with that, we have ski masks in a million different styles and a million different textures as well.
Now you know the one that's calling to me? Tell me the one that's calling to me.
Oh, the BVI one. Right there.
There you go.
Right there.
Yeah.
So we actually had both our BVI masks, and the thigh bag are custom made to our store.
Oh, awesome.
So none of those, we couldn't find any online. They normally have other Caribbean countries, but we just had to slide in our own little taste there. So not only do we have these BVI bags, so that stays, we have these as well, which kind of are a little 2-in-1. So if your thigh bag, if you find it sliding up and down your thigh, these here, you can either do it on your thigh or you can wrap it around your waist and your thigh. So it kind of stays more in place and you don't have to worry about it slipping and sliding. So
Especially some of us have a little extra rubber dub.
correct. So you can
So
tie it
you-
right around your waist and then right around your thigh, and you don't have to worry about it. All you
Bada bing, bada
Bada
boom.
boom,
correct,
boom.
correct. Everything's
All
in
right.
place.
All
Yeah.
right. And so I also know that as we're here, Festival Fridays, and you have the 15% off going downstairs, upstairs,
Oh, we have a lot more fun.
you have a lot more
More
fun
fun.
upstairs.
We have a lot more fun upstairs. So for every Friday, we've done this throughout July, and then on the first Friday in August, so August 2nd, we're going to be doing a discount on navel piercings. So
Da, 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 da. Doom, doom, doom,
You catch your shit?
doom.
we don't do tattoos, but any piercing anywhere, we can
Okay.
do that. And then
Uh-huh.
also just specifically on August 2nd, we're doing the discount on navel piercings. And we also have the jewelry up here. So you can either get pierced with VI Inks jewelry, or you can come up here and get our stainless steel jewelry, which is of course piercing grade. And we have a number of different styles, different colors, different materials. You can get it in gold, you can get it silver, you can get it with little diamonds on it.
I
You can get it
wouldn't
with-
bedazzle, but I want the bling. You know,
Yeah.
it's festival, so I want to,
Exactly.
I want to live in the moment.
Correct. Anything to match your costume, match your style, match your vibe. So I have some examples over here. So these are some of the ones from downstairs. You can see purple, amazing, gold, diamonds. All these little ones, like one you can pop right into your nose, little cuffs, things like that. Bunch of different styles, and I have some more.
Oh, for the ears.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, whatever you want to do. All kind of cartilage. Some more here, just specifically for cartilage. So we have a bunch of different gold, bunch of different butterflies, roses, flowers. They're stunning.
No, Stefan, as I'm diverting a little because as I'm hearing festival, and I just love the whole Japanese inspired theme that enshrouds the space. I know you were talking about Laura's daughter earlier, and so what do you call those? The plushies?
Squishmallows.
Oh, there's a name.
Yeah.
The Squishmallows.
Yes. Because they're squishy like a marshmallow. See?
Okay.
No, these are some fan favorites. They're super soft. They can be your pillow.
Oh yes, this is so. Ooh, they can be your pillow. I mean a rubber. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Oh wow.
No, yeah, we're super excited about these. And then the next few weeks we're getting some more in. So a bunch of different styles, different colors, different sizes, everything.
It's really squishy.
Yeah.
You see the name, right? The little squishmallow.
I feel like I need to replace my pillows on the bed now.
Oh, see, like literally with this.
Yeah.
Literally with this.
And
They're
you can take
amazing.
fertilizer.
And they also make them with little like heating pads.
And I also saw that you have like some obaku.
Oh, we got everything. We have everything. So right now our top 3 animes, we have Jujutsu Kaisen. Over on this side, we have One Piece and then also Demon Slayer. Right now those are our
My
top
son is
3.
Demon Slayer.
Oh,
my son is
It's
Demon
everywhere.
Slayer.
It's everywhere. So this side is really your anime side. So we have some posters which are right behind you, nice little tapestries, things like that. We're getting in some more posters as well. And then of course we have our character hoodies, our graphic tees, our keychains for 8 different styles, and of course we like to keep it for all ages. So we have things like little Sonic toys. We also have matching apparel to these. Of course, croc charms. Where would we be without them?
Listen.
In the era of pop.
They can't be let go. And then, of course, our iconic swords. The only place on Island you can get them.
What would you say is the one go-to or must-have from HashTag?
So your starter item go-to is definitely going to be one of our hoodies. If you don't have one of our hoodies or one of our graphic tees, then I'm not going to spot you. But when I see someone come in and I see they're in one of our shirts, I know you from a mile away, and I'm telling you every little thing that you can.
So you ain't not unless you're wearing a hoodie.
Exactly. If you don't have a hoodie on, or if you don't have one of our like graphic tees, I don't know what you're doing. I can't recognize you. I can't call you out and be like, hey, like we got this. It's like just
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so that's a signal. So,
exactly.
So you don't
Let me
have
see the
to.
graphic
Yeah,
tees.
you're not trying to be like Gotham. You don't have the in the
No,
sky.
it's not like a bat signal.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
that signal. We keep it simplified.
Once I see that like graphic tee, that hoodie, that bomber jacket, anything, I'm like, you need to come
Zeroing
see
on
this.
you.
Yeah.
Hey.
You need to
Check
check.
us
I
out.
need to come see this. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to say thank you so much
Yeah.
for entertaining us.
Of course.
And as we are finishing out today's live here at HashTag, it was a profound pleasure. In fact, I learned a little bit. And
I've learned a lot.
I learned a little bit that I don't need to be coming up here because my son is very much a Demon Slayer fan. But I am going to get him the shirt. So you recognize it.
Need it.
So please call her.
Yeah. Yeah. From
Call
time
her.
I see the shirt, I'm
gonna
gonna
get
get
And it's
Now
your
you
place.
know it.
Remember, you got to come and get yourself a hoodie, and you'll get all the props. Every time they see you, you're being called out. Come.
I'm gonna
There is
hey,
more.
Hey, look at this. You're gonna really love this.
Yeah, and also there discounts. We're doing this for Festival Friday.
So you got the Festival Friday, 15% off downstairs, and
Yeah.
upstairs
Please.
you have
Upstairs.
the piercings.
10% off all legal piercings on August 2nd. And did I mention this Saturday we're also doing henna tattoos? So that's something we've done. We did last summer, we did last Christmas. We do it when cruise ships are in. You can come get a custom henna tattoo. They start at $5. So you can do something fun. She has a lookbook, or you can bring your own design.
And as we're closing out, I think we cannot forget to mention, because they are currently on the front of cover of the magazine
Yes.
for Life and Style, which is the Eclipse lip gloss,
Oh my
which
Yes.
is only carried. Don't let me sneeze your thunder.
Right here. So
Right here,
their
hashtag.
only in-store retailer is us, right here upstairs, Amor. And so we have currently a lot of new flavors out. They're all themed after some of the hit new songs. We have Kalanis, we have Get 'Em Glow, and we have a new one coming just this week. It'll be out real soon. You guys are the first to hear it. Called Stutter, inspired by our very own.
Hold on, I wasn't going to. Okay, I saw something.
You know, it crossed my mind. I listen, Patty, control yourself.
Yeah, something was
That's the
something.
best.
I'm going to
Yeah.
We're
All right.
So if you gotta stutter around into the store and get you some lip gloss.
And here we're gonna stutter to say goodbye.
And we will see you next week, Thursday, for another edition right here at the Sylvia Romney Tortola Pier Park. Stay in tune with all our Facebook pages, Instagrams, as well as JTV channel. Zoe Walcott and
I'm Kathy Richards, and enjoy the festival we done Bangalang.